Mr. Heavyweight Boxing today.
Heavyweight boxing fans, what's the deal? All right, man, so this is a very, very entertaining fight, in my opinion. It's funny, man, the difference that a little over a year makes, because I came out with a prospect watch video on both of these fighters, Usyk and Michael Hunter Jr. So here we are, man, a little over a year later, and both these guys are fighting each other in a title fight. And the reason I had them in my heavyweight prospect playlist, because these are two guys at least over a year ago, I thought that possibly they will be at heavyweight before it's all said and done in their careers, you know what I mean? But obviously Usyk went on to pick up a WBO title. And Hunter, who has fought a few fights at heavyweight, you know, he's fighting for this title. Both of these guys, man, 12-0 and 11-0. Both of these guys are in their prime as far as their age goes. They both have good amateur experience. We know Usyk, gold medalist, and Hunter was in that Olympics too, 2012. You know what I mean? So I know that Hunter will not be intimidated of Usyk because he has fought better Biev and all those. Hunter was the best heavyweight in the United States for a few years, man. So he's been around the block. I believe he even competed at super heavyweight too in the amateurs here. So international competition, he is not going to be intimidated by Usyk, none whatsoever. I expect for him to be extremely confident going into this fight. When I break it down stylistically, you know, Usyk is, man, that dude is he's to me at least, he's a pretty dynamic fighter, man, as far as the combination, the hand speed, the footwork, the defense abilities, the reflexes. I really like Usyk. Hunter, man, if he can go in there, I don't know if some of you old cats remember his father from back in the day. They used to fight back in the 80s, man. Going into, I believe, he fought in the early 90s too. But his father back in the day, though, man, had a good chin on him. Hunter's dad was one of them dudes where they would bring him in either to fight a prospect, undefeated prospect, or they would bring him in for a fighter that has a name that's trying to bounce back and trying to, you know, get his name back up, get some good work in. And he would beat those guys. He would beat the undefeated prospects, and he would beat the guys trying to bounce back. He beat Pinkland Thomas. That was actually a good fight. You go watch it on YouTube. Kwawi, I know Oliver McCall he beat. He also beat, who else did he beat, man? France Botham when he was undefeated. Jimmy Thunder when he was undefeated. So, man, if Michael Hunter has the chin that his dad had, if he has anywhere near that chin, he's going to be an exciting fighter in the pros here, man. But, you know, looking at this fight, though, Michael Hunter Jr., you know, his best wins, Isaiah Thomas, Avery Gibson win sticks out. I believe those are his two best wins, man, for me. Thomas, because he was another undefeated prospect. Avery Gibson, because he's a tricky guy to fight. He fits in the mold of like a Jamal Woods, Juan Good, the Brazilian George Arias, where it's a journeyman type of guy, you know what I mean? But if your prospect is not ready, they will beat your prospect. So those are his two best wins. Maybe the Phil Williams win. Probably just saying Phil Williams because he's a hometown guy. I actually trained in the gym with Phil out there in, what was the name of that gym over there in the Northeast? Uppercut, the Uppercut gym. I actually trained with Phil a few years ago there. But anyways, yeah, man, I think Michael Hunter, he's going to have to try to find a place for that right hand, man. He's going to have to be aggressive in this fight. He's going to have to take advantage of when Usyk wants to put the high guard up sometimes and he'll just back up in a straight line. Got to try to put that right hand, between the guards or around the guard, or try to land some body shots to slow down Usyk's legs. Because the last thing you want is Usyk to walk you down. You know what I mean? You want him to be on that back foot, and maybe you can do enough damage to where you're putting him on the back foot and he doesn't want to come forward. But you can probably work him to the body, break him down to where if he does come forward, he's going to be open for all types of, shots upstairs. And because you didn't wear down his body, and he will be a slower target, he won't be moving around as much. He'll be stationary, and you can try to break him down like that. It's a lot easier said than done. I'll be shocked if Usyk knocks out Hunter early. I'll be very shocked if he were to knock out Hunter early in this fight. If anything, I'm thinking Usyk comes out, sets a nice pace by peppering Hunter, you know, throwing fast 3, 4, 5 punch combinations, turning either to his left or to his right, pivoting, getting up out of there, moving his head. Try to make Hunter overcommit on that right hand. Try to get him to blow some steam, because the one knock on Hunter from the fights I've seen is people talking about his stamina going later into fights. How is he going to be able to hold up? Will he be able to push through? I actually heard Virgil Hunter talking about this when he fought the Douglas dude. Forgot the dude's first name, but you know. So, but then I've seen Hunter at the Mayweather gym, man, sparring guys like Andrew Tabiti and all these guys. You know, 6, 7, 8 rounds easy. You know what I mean? So, but you know, a fight's different. You know, so it's gonna be a damn good fight, man. This is a damn good fight. Who knew a year ago that these dudes would be fighting for the title against each other? You know what I mean? But it's gonna be a damn good fight. I can't wait to the fight, man. I just think Hunter, he's gonna have to be relaxed, work behind his jab, and like I said, man, I hope he doesn't get into the type of situation where he's, you know, putting his hands down to try to show Usyk that you're not hurting me, because Usyk's not going to come out there and try to blow you out in the first few rounds. He's going to try to pepper you with shots. And I don't think, like the initial attack he had against Machuno, I don't think that will be enough to knock out Hunter. But as the fight picks up and he picks up the pace and he starts sitting down on punches, Usyk seems to have a good motor, man. Like, he doesn't really get that tired like that. You know what I mean? Like, he gets stronger and more endurance as the fight goes on. At least that's what it seems in his first few fights here. You know what I mean? So I hope Hunter doesn't get into that whole, you're not hurting me, and trying to get careless, you know, and try to show some type of bravado. Because Usyk pretty much is going to stay with his game plan, man. I mean, you know, and Glowacki hit him with some good punches around his guard. Now, Glowacki was landing some good. He landed the left hand. He landed some good right hooks. Usyk was able to take him for the most part. You know what I mean? So I'm going to roll with Usyk in the fight. I think it's very intriguing. I'm curious to see how Hunter responds to being in the spotlight like this. Like I said, if he has anywhere near his father's chin, man, and he can land his right hand, this will be a very entertaining fight. But I'm going to go with Usyk in this, man. I just think he's the more dynamic of the two. I think he's sharper. I think he knows who he is, his identity as a fighter, whereas Hunter may be still trying to, you know, get his identity. Does he want to really work behind the jab and set up everything, or does he want to come forward and try to bang it out? You know what I mean? I just think Usyk has an identity as to who he is, and he knows how to fight in his style. You know, but again, Hunter is not a rookie, man. So don't just think he's a guy that has a limited amount of fights with no amateur. Nah, he has a good amateur background. Like I said, international experience. He dominated the national scene. Good fight, y'all. This is a good fight. Please do not sleep on this fight. I'm going to go with Usyk in the fight, though. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm out.